Hi guys, and welcome to another Elementor video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, today we're going to put together this gallery here. It's a pretty good looking gallery and it's really easy to do. Got a pop out lightbox effect with this sort of justified content image here. I've been running a series of videos about Elementor. If I go over to this page here, we built everything on this page with the free version of Elementor. Video backgrounds, lightbox effects, etc, etc. Videos, number counters, of course these are all animated. Testimonials, bar counters, accordions, social media icons. Like I say, all of this is built very simply with the free version. Today we're going to be working with the pro version. Now if we look at the difference between the free, here's the free, and you get all these widgets with the free one. Plenty to be going on with there. But the pro version takes it to another level. If I just click on our little box here. Here's some of the free ones. Now with the pro you get a post, portfolio, gallery, which is what we're using today, forms, etc. And we'll be covering these in future videos. And if we move on down, you've got some more of the ones that come standard with the free. Obviously you get all of the free ones with the pro. If you click on site right here, you get some great little widgets. You can create your site logos, titles, page titles, nav menus, search forms, and sitemap for creating custom headers and footers, which is absolutely awesome. We'll be featuring that in future videos too. So let's get started building our gallery. First thing I want to do is create a new page, obviously. I'm just going to call it gal for gallery. Now this is the regular WordPress page builder here. We want to go over to the right hand side, and for what I want today, I want to go down to template. I want to select Elementor full width. That way I can have a full width layout with no sidebar, but we can retain our header and footer. And of course I now want to edit it with Elementor. Just left click on the button up here. And let's go down and simply add our gallery widget. Here it is. I'm just going to drag it across the little box. Let go with my left mouse. There it is right there. If you don't see it over here right away, just left click on it and it'll appear. Now obviously it's asking us to put some images in there. I'm just going to click on the little placeholder image there, left click. I downloaded about a dozen images from pexels.com, which is a free stock photo site, earlier on. I'm going to left click on the first one, hold my finger on the shift key and click on the last one I want to include, and it'll fill them all out for me. If you want to deselect any of them, just go up and left click on the ones you don't want, but I want all those. So let's go down to create a new gallery, and I'm happy with that. So let's insert. If you weren't, you can reorder these anywhere you want by simply dragging and dropping. So I'm going to say insert the gallery, and there it is. Now right away it's put it in as a nice little grid shaped gallery with a overlay. When I mouse over, there's a little dark overlay, and it's got the lightbox effect going on. Fantastic. But some of these are portrait, and that's not one of them. Some of these are portrait size. Here's one, and some are landscape. I'd rather see them the way they actually are. So if we go down just a little bit to layout, hit the little arrow there, I'm going to hit justified. Now this is the one I've used today, and I think it's really impressive. It shows them the way they are actually and fills it out into a nice justified area. So the landscape ones are landscape and the portrait ones are portrait. Great. So let's go down a little bit. If you want to make your rows bigger or smaller, obviously there's one row, second row, you can slide this up or down. Obviously it'll change the way they're displayed. And that's still pretty nice. Well, I like that 200. I'm going to take it back down to 200. I'm just going to type 200 back in there. There we go. Spacing. Well, obviously this is the space between above and below them, which at the moment is 10 pixels. I like that. But if you wanted them to be butted up against each other with no space, just slide it all the way to the left. That's a nice effect. A lot of people use that. Or if you want more space, obviously, put it up to the right. For me though, 10 pixels is going to work. Okay, at the moment, when we click on it, it's linked to a media file, which means it'll open a lightbox. That's just what I want. If you wanted to have no effect, you didn't want it to pop out, just put it to none. If you wanted to link to a custom URL every time somebody clicks on one of those, just paste your URL in there. But let's put that back to media file. Fantastic. When I hover over one of these, you can see it goes dark. That's because of the overlay effect. If I just open that up, overlay, I'm actually going to turn that off because I'm going to do something else. There we go. Now I'm going to go to Style, next tab over. Don't want to put a border on. If you wanted to put borders on your images, this is where you do it. Select your color, how wide it is, how round it is, but I don't want that. The only thing I want here is a hover animation. I said I was going to do something different from that overlay. So I want it to zoom in. I'm just going to select that. I'm going to leave the duration time as it is, the default. As you can see, when I just hover over, it zooms in a little bit. I quite like that. If you want to change that time, that's fine. It's the time it sort of starts its animation and stops it. But for me, that's absolutely fine. Now, I really don't want to do a whole lot else to this. I want to put in a background color, but that's going to be on the section here. And I want put a bit of padding top and bottom. So I guess I'll do that here. I could do it on the section. So if we go over to the Advanced tab, I'm still in the Gallery widget here. I'm going to go down to padding. I'm going to uncheck the little chain. If I don't, it'll do all four at once when I put a value in. I just want to do top and bottom, and I'm going to have 100 pixels top and bottom. Fantastic, that's all I need. So I'm not even going to do anything else with this. You can play with the settings, motion effects and stuff if you want to, but for me, this is going to work fine. Now I'm going to go up to the blue tab at the top here. The blue tab at the top is for the section. The little grey one is for the column, and the blue one in the corner is for the actual widget itself. So if I click on this one, it's got the section. I just left clicked on it, edit section. Okay, something important here. A lot of people like to have their gallery stretching the full width of the page. At the moment mine's boxed, as you can see. If you want it full width, just simply flip that to full width. Again, beautiful feature, but I'm going to keep mine boxed. Now I'm just going to go to Style. I'm not going to mess with anything else at all. I'm going to go to Style. I'm just going to put in a colored background. We've got a background type. You've got color, gradient, video, or actual slideshow if you want it. For me today, I just want a gradient. Color, I'm going to put in black at the top. And I'm actually going to leave, if I click on that color again, it's got the second color there. If you want to change that, do. I'm going to leave that just as it is, because to me that kind of offsets it nicely. The only other thing we're going to do with this today, I'm going to go down to mouse effect, which is a nice little feature. It's pretty subtle. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to hit the little edit button, mouse track, make sure it's on opposite. When I roll up the page, it gets slightly darker. That's pretty subtle. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's quite nice. When I roll up, it gets darker. When I roll down, it gets slightly lighter. Let's see if we can see more if I do it this way. I hope you can see that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit the view button, because as far as I'm concerned, we're done. So I'm going to hit the preview change, the little eyeball down here at the bottom, left click. So here's our little gallery. There's the little zoom in effect. Let's make sure our light box works. Yep, fantastic. It's popping it out just as we want it to. It's very subtle, but when I move my mouse, it is actually changing lighter to darker slightly. So there you have it. There's how to create a nice justified gallery with Elementor Pro. And like I said, if you want to take it for a test, you can download the free version or the pro version from my affiliate link below. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it interesting. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.